Daniel and the Lion's Den, a roaring adventure. Gather round, kids. Today we're going to hear a wild story from the Bible about a brave man named Daniel. Now, this isn't just any old tale. It involves lions, kings, and some very silly moments. Once upon a time in the great kingdom of Babylon, there lived a king named Darius. He was so powerful that he could probably make his own ice cream flavor if he wanted. And you know what? He loved having Daniel around because Daniel was super smart, like solving math problems in his sleep, smart. But here's where things get interesting. Some jealous officials didn't like how much the king liked Daniel. They thought, if only we could find a way to get rid of him. So they came up with a plan that was as sneaky as a cat trying to catch a mouse. These officials went to King Darius and said, "Oh, great king, we think you should make a new law. For the next 30 days, everyone must pray only to you." They smiled slyly like they had just eaten too many cookies. King Darius thought it was an excellent idea. "Why not?" he said, puffing out his chest like a proud peacock. So he signed the decree without realizing it would put Daniel in trouble. Now here's where our friend Daniel comes into play. You see, every day Daniel prayed to God 3 times, morning, noon, and night. It was like his daily snack, but for his spirit. So when Daniel heard about this new law, what do you think he did? Did he stop praying? Nope. He opened his window wide, probably scaring away some pigeons, and prayed right there for everyone to see. The jealous officials saw him praying and rushed back to King Darius. "Oh, king," they said with grins wider than their faces after eating cake at a birthday party, "Daniel is breaking your law." The king's heart sank because he really liked Daniel. But rules were rules. So reluctantly, King Darius ordered that Daniel be thrown into the lion's den, a dark pit filled with big, hungry lions who hadn't had lunch yet, and boy were they grumpy. As they led Daniel away, one of those lions yawned loudly, like someone who just woke up from nap time, and looked at him with sleepy eyes as if to say, "Do I really have to eat today?" Down into the lion's den went Daniel. It was dark and scary, but wait. Instead of roaring ferociously or getting ready for dinner like expected, the lions seemed quite calm. One lion even stretched out next to him and sighed deeply. It looked almost like it wanted some company rather than dinner. Maybe these lions preferred reading books instead? Meanwhile, above ground, King Darius couldn't sleep at all. He tossed and turned all night long thinking about his friend down below with those big cats. At dawn, King Darius rushed back to the lion's den with trembling hands because, let's face it, he was worried. He called out softly, "Daniel, are you okay?" To everyone's surprise, including those sleepy lions, Daniel replied cheerfully from inside the den. God sent his angel to shut the mouths of these lions. The king couldn't believe it. He quickly ordered that Daniel be pulled up from the den. And guess what? Those lions didn't even try to nibble on him. They must have been too busy planning their next nap or wondering why humans don't taste like chicken. And then King Darius made another decree that everyone should honor God just like Daniel did. So remember, kids, when life gets tough or when people are mean, like those jealous officials, always trust God, just like brave Daniel did in that lion's den full of snoring kitty cats. And if anyone ever asks you what happened when someone prays boldly, you can tell them about how one man faced hungry lions and ended up making friends instead. Let's close our eyes and thank God for his protection and bravery just like he gave to our friend Daniel. And that's how we learn that sometimes being brave means trusting God, even when you're surrounded by roaring challenges. That's all for today's Children's Bible Story Time.